gathering of the brightest minds, the most innovative thinkers, and the industry experts all under one roof. This is not just an event, it's a transformative experience where knowledge is shared, connections are made, and inspiration is ignited. WOSCon 2024 sounds like an electrifying event. It must be a thrill to be part of such a gathering where creativity, expertise, and innovation converge. The synergy that arises when brilliant minds come together can spark groundbreaking ideas and collaborations that have the potential to shape the future. I can already envision the exhilarating atmosphere filled with passionate discussions, cutting-edge presentations, and networking opportunities that transcend boundaries. It's events like these that fuel progress and drive positive change in the world.
All right, welcome back to another show for the World of Search Conference 2024. This is your host, Kherk, Roldan, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever you are watching right now. I just want to say thank you. I hope you are doing all well today and you're done eating your dinner if you are in the Philippines, because tonight, this is the first time I'm going to interview him here in our show, so I'm very excited to learn more from him as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, just drop it down in the comment box below, guys, because he will answer a lot of questions in SEO, consultation, e-commerce, local SEO, and a lot more. So I'm very excited right now, honestly. All right, so tonight we have a special guest. Okay, he is one of our speakers at WOSCon 2024. And hello, 25 viewers. Thank you, thank you. So I want you to join us for an exclusive live interview tonight. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce him, guys. So his name is Kasra, and he is a leading SEO consultant and the mastermind behind a premium brand that makes waves across industries. All right. And he is an entrepreneur and also an investor. He also got this YouTube channel with a lot of viewers, and he's helping a lot of people when it comes to SEO and consulting as well. And yeah, he has this strategic invest in various digital assets such as website, agencies, and SaaS products as well. And tonight he's going to demonstrate his keen eye for lucrative opportunities in the digital marketing landscape. And without further ado, I'm going to add him here in our screen. Hi, Kasha. Good day. Kumusta? How are you?
Hello. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm doing very well. It's weird doing a live stream on a Saturday, but yeah, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. By the way, thank you so much, because this is the first time you're here on my show. Craig Campbell and other guys in SEO are here like a couple of times now, but Philippines are very interested to learn more from you tonight. So guys, if you have a lot of questions, I'm sure you have, so drop it down here, because this is only once in the blue moon that we're going to interview him, because he's also a very busy person and he's here tonight. And yeah, I'm very excited to learn more from you, Kasra. And I want to ask this question about, can you tell us about your journey into SEO and what inspired you to pursue this field?
Yeah, so my journey into SEO probably started about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and I started off as a web developer, and I very quickly realized that you can rank website higher on Google. And And then I realized that that's where the money is, not in web design necessarily. So I then kind of transitioned into like local SEO, and probably after like 18 months, you kind of learn everything when it comes to local SEO. You just need to get citations, you need to get links, you need to build out service pages, do some blogs, and 9 times out of 10, that's probably enough for a lot of industries. So then I transitioned over into gambling affiliate. So it was kind of like a big jump. And again, for maybe the biggest time ever, like we were really bad at gambling affiliate, because again, it's very, very different to just local SEO.
Correct.
So that took a very, very deep learning curve to understand, but I knew that if I crack how to rank in the gambling industry, I can do it in any industry. It doesn't matter if it's finance, CBD, e-commerce. So that probably took like 2-3 years to kind of master. There's obviously like some slight tricks that you can do in that, and then after kind of mastering the gambling affiliate and stuff, we started to build out more gambling affiliate websites. And yeah, that's how I got into like the understanding the harder industries. And from that, I then ended up investing into Searchery, which is like my link building brand. I invested into Autoblogging, which is like a content writing SaaS tool. We've also invested in some like businesses that don't have like a more of a digital presence. So we can come on board as like the full-time SEO team, but instead of just like signing a contract for like 6-7 grand a month, we actually have shares in the actual business. So when the SEO performs better, we're actually directly making more money as well. So yeah, that's how I've basically gone into SEO and how I've been able to level up every single year.
Wow, what a great story. So from being a web developer and you entered into SEO, started with local SEO and into gambling affiliate. And yeah, that's true. So you have a lot of experiment that time because you mentioned earlier from learning into gambling SEO, you also learn how to like rank for other industries as well, which is you mentioned like those really hard industries, by the way.
Yeah,
And
I think it's like really important for people to look at harder industries and reverse engineer what those guys are doing and then applying it to like the easy industries. Like, for example, one industry that I would always look at is like CBD or slots, because they're like super hard. But if you can kind of like reverse engineer what they're doing and apply it to like, let's say, your local plumbing business site with it, like it's super low competition. If you come in with that really advanced SEO strategy, you can definitely win in your like local area and stuff.
awesome. So you mentioned about reverse engineering. So can you please like share to our viewers what's your strategy behind that reverse engineering to other industries like CBD?
Yeah, so what I typically like to look at is how the website is structured. So, for example, looking at topical authority, looking at how like what type of articles that they have. What a lot of people think is that they, if they just upload like 2 articles and build a couple links, they're going to start ranking, and it's unfortunately not the case anymore. And in a lot of harder industries, you need topical authority. So taking a look at like maybe 10 different competitors, seeing which similarities that they have in terms of the actual articles, and then kind of basically doing that for your own website. Then what I typically look at is looking at common backlinks that the competitors have. So say, for example, if all 5 of my competitors have a link from Kherk.Roldan.com, I'm going to outreach to your website and try and get a link from that website, for example. So looking at similarities like that. And then if it's like in the local industries, what I like to look at is if the citations are indexed. So making certain that all of the citations obviously have unique descriptions. So you're spinning out the descriptions, and then if they aren't indexed, trying to run the citations through an indexer. And again, that's going to help like with your Google business profile ranking. It's going to help with like your local pages ranking. So just doing certain things like that. To be honest, if any of the advanced SEOs are watching, it's probably like very much like SEO basics to them. But for some of the newer guys that are watching, that's gonna like probably be like pretty advanced.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, a lot of guys who's coming here, like sharing different stories, and you as well. And it's really great to learn from you and also your inputs about that. So I'm sure you have a lot of success stories with your career, starting the time you do SEO and until now. So can you please like share some of the most significant milestone in your career in this industry so far?
Yeah, so one of the ones that stands out the most is
Mm.
probably when me and James we had like a gambling affiliate website. We still do, and
Okay.
we figured out how to get like featured snippets when like Google had just released featured snippets. We figured out like if you write the sentence in a particular way, you're like almost certain that you're going to get the featured snippet. And like literally for maybe, I don't know, 2 months, we were just going on this website and then just optimizing certain featured snippets to actually apply for the featured snippets. So we ended up starting to do like what we call a featured snippet dance. And then we would like do this little dance after we'd get a featured snippet. So
Oh,
that's when I think I look back at the entire like gambling SEO journey. That's when we started to get like pretty good when it comes to like content. And then after that, there's been like multiple times. Like a lot of people think that what a good link is and what a bad link is. Like a lot of people think that if they just take a look at DR, for example, that's
mm.
considered a good link. But in reality, you know yourself, Kherk, like you can very easily manipulate DR with like $20-$30 Fiverr gigs. So again, like another win for us was when we done like our first proper disavow. So we actually
Oh.
removed links from a website. And again, a lot of people think, oh, disavows don't work.
Mm.
And we kind of basically went against the grain, proved everybody wrong.
Mm.
And like time and time again, we're doing disavows. And because we understand truly what a good backlink is and what a bad backlink is or what toxic link is, we're able to get a lot of success from doing that as well. And that I would consider that as being like another very good win as well.
Wow.
And then in recent times as well, I invested in like an accountancy firm, and
Oh,
I've been
wow.
able to grow. Oh, thank you. I've been able to grow that accountancy firm website like literally within the past 2 years from zero traffic to generating like over 200 leads a month, just from like various different websites, all from SEO really. And I would say that that's a big win as well.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to solve. Wow. You mentioned a lot of those achievements, and we have people right now who's like really motivated about hearing those success stories that you have. And yeah, thank you for sharing that. We have question from Jonathan. Sir Kasha, how do you optimize for user intent?
So for user intent, I like to look at what's already ranking.
Okay.
And trying to replicate what's kind of already there. Now, one thing that you need to make certain of is if, say, for example, you're trying to rank for best running shoes for men, right?
Mm.
If you actually look at the intent behind that, there's probably going to be like an e-commerce category page where it's going to have
Mm.
like maybe 50 shoes. If you try to rank your page where it's like a blog article, so it might be like 500 words intro, then product, then 200 words, then product, then 300 words, then another product. Google's not necessarily gonna like that page. Google understands that if somebody's searching for best running shoes for men, it wants like a category or like a catalog style page ranking there. So matching the intent is kind of similar to that, where you're kind of looking at what's already ranking and trying to make it better, if that makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you so much for answering that. Yeah, we have another questions here, but yeah, thank you so much, 58 viewers for watching right now. So if you have more questions, just drop it here, guys. All right. We have from Erwin. What is your approach to LSI, sir?
So with LSIs, there's various ways that you can get LSIs.
Hmm.
If say for example it is a new website or a new page that you're writing, what you can actually do there is you've obviously got like in your head you should have like a list of LSIs. So like for example, um, best running shoes. An
Hmm.
LSI for that might be like best running shoes for men, or
Hmm.
what are the best running shoes. So that's like variations. If it is like an old page that's already been ranking for like maybe a month or something, what you can
Okay.
actually do is go into Google Search Console, put that URL into Google Search Console, so you're just specifically looking at that page, and then just go through all of the secondary keywords that you're getting clicks and impressions for and add those to the page if you've not already added those. I think that with LSIs, it's going to get better with time because obviously
Better.
the more information that you have, like if you've got a page and you just upload it, leave it
Hmm.
for like maybe a couple months, wait for it to actually start getting some clicks and some impressions, and then go back into actually that page and add in the LSIs from the Google Search Console method that I've just told you guys, then
Okay.
you're gonna improve your website a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So you mentioned earlier about your success and in your career as well. So right now, I'm very interested to know about your biggest challenges that you face in your career and how did you overcome them?
Biggest challenges. So I've probably set up so many things early on. Like I tried selling PBNs.
Oh,
I tried selling website design very, very early on, and both of those failed. I tried doing drop shipping, and that failed. Um, I think it is important for everybody to hear the failures because a lot of people think, oh, he's invested into 3 or 4 different companies. He's got
that's
this website. He's got these websites. And it's not. It's never been this. I still don't think it is easy. It's very, very difficult being able to wake up every morning and
mm,
generating your own inquiries, closing your own inquiries, running an agency, doing YouTube videos, speaking at conferences. It's very, very hectic. Don't just look at me thinking it's an easy life because it's definitely not. It probably has gotten easier over the years. I would probably say because very early on I had a very, very bad success rate where I would start something, it would fail. I would start another thing, it would fail. I would start
mm,
something, it would fail again. Like
mm.
the web design agency,
Okay.
when I set that up, I thought that I had to generate my own inquiries. I had to close the inquiries, so I was actually on the phone, like closing the deals. I had to
So you
do
did
the
that
web
as well.
design.
All right. You
I
did that as well.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I had to do the web design myself, and I had to like do any amendments at the end. So there was like 5 things that I could
okay.
have outsourced, and I could have just been like the master behind it all. But at the time,
Mm,
I just wasn't business savvy. I didn't know what outsourcing meant, and I
all
was
right.
like, right, I need to do everything myself because it feels like cheating if I get somebody else to do it. But now that I'm a lot more business savvy, I've got staff now,
Mm.
thankfully. um, yeah, so it's a lot easier to scale the process now than what it was maybe 6 or 7 years ago or 8 years ago now.
That's true. So you watch Kasra and he's doing a lot of videos out there, and you think that he don't have any challenges, but there is and a lot, right?
Yeah.
So we don't just see it, but deep inside there is and a lot. And yeah, you do a lot of things. You have businesses, you have this YouTube channel, speaking to conferences, and you still have time to come here. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries.
And how you manage your time, by the way, your daily schedule and
So
business. Yeah.
what I like to do is I will set up like a daily to-do list, or maybe in some cases, if it's like start of the week and there's something that I know that will take more than like one day, that might be
Okay.
like part of like my weekly to-do list.
Mhm.
But on a normal day, if I'm not traveling, if I'm just in the house or if I'm at the office or whatever, I will have like a daily task list on things that I need to do, whether it's like record a video, have a call with somebody, train like a member of staff up, um, do maybe a sales call or whatever.
Okay.
That's how I break things down, and then I'll also break things down into things that I think that are going to be very brain power consuming. So the things that
Mhm.
I'm like, right, this is gonna need 100% of my brain. I'm gonna get that out the way first.
Okay.
And then the like, for example, if it's like 5 a.m. or whatever, I wake up at 5.
Good.
I'll do the heavier tasks first, and then if it's like 1 or 2 p.m., then I'm just doing like what I like to call like brain dead tasks. So
Mhm.
tasks that like you don't require your full attention. Like you could be on the phone or you could be listening to music or whatever while doing those tasks. So yeah, that's how I break down the days. And then if I am traveling, the
Mhm.
schedule slightly changes.
Mhm.
Because right now, like I'm thinking of when I actually attend the Philippines, I'm actually thinking of flying out on the 7th, and then the conference isn't till maybe like the 25th,
26. Yeah,
26th.
20. 26 to 29.
Um, so I know that I'm going to be in the Philippines, and I'm probably not going to be in serious work mode for like maybe 2 3 weeks. So right now I'm planning for like the next month's worth of work.
Oh,
So yeah, that's how I break things down. And it just means that yes, I'm overloaded right now, but when I'm in Philippines, I'll be able to go on stage without needing to take my laptop there and replying to emails and stuff.
uh,
So yeah,
so you have a great scheduling out there for your schedule. And
yeah,
actually, it's really hard, like also to schedule. If like same with you, you have a lot of appointments out there. You have a lot of speaking engagement, but you still have time to create like your time to different tasks that you're going to do. And you also mentioned earlier that you're waking up 5 a.m., right?
yeah.
That's right. I also tried that, but I I really can't do it. So that's why I bought this book, 5 a.m. Club. So
Uh,
hopefully I can wake up like 5 a.m. as well.
Yeah, James was the one that got me on board on that. To be honest,
Oh,
I still think I'm more of like a late night person. Like
midnight.
last night, I was still awake maybe till midnight doing work, and then
Oh,
I still woke up. I woke up a little bit later. I woke up at 6 a.m. But yeah, like I feel like it's probably a consistency thing. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
yeah, that's true. So 1% a day, it's also a game changer in the long run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So going back to the digital assets, because you mentioned you also have that and also into SaaS. So for you, what's the criteria do you use when deciding to invest into something, or maybe it's a digital asset or a website or an agency or a SaaS product?
Yeah, do you know what? This is actually one of like the most common questions that I get asked, which is quite
Mhm.
funny because you would think that it'd be like more of like an SEO related question, but it's actually not. It's like how do you pick out the correct business or the correct SaaS to
Mhm.
invest in? Now, what one thing that we look at, like let's say it is a brick and mortar style business.
Okay.
What we would look for there is a business or a business owner that is already got like a list of maybe like a decent sized amount of clients. Let's say, for example, if it's an accountancy firm, what
Mhm.
I would be looking for is like something that is maybe slightly making profit. But we know that their marketing is absolutely like 0 out of 10. Because if we come in as kind of like the marketing or the CMO for the business, we know exactly how much we need to invest into Facebook ads. We know exactly how much we should be investing into PPC. We know
Okay.
exactly how much we should be investing into SEO. And very slowly, we're actually able to get that business from, let's say, maybe if it's an accountancy firm, from
Mhm.
100 clients to 250 clients or to 300 clients. So that's the type of business that we look for. So a business that's like kind of self-sufficient, but it's not fully optimized in terms of a marketing strategy. Like maybe they're doing billboard ads, or maybe they're
Mhm.
doing TV ads. Like they're just advertising, but advertising in the incorrect streams where it's not really money making areas. And then we can kind of just come in and be like, right, okay, stop investing, I don't know, $6,000 a month into TV ads or radio ads. Spend it on PPC and SEO and Facebook ads, and we're going to be able to get a much more efficient marketing strategy. So that's what we look for in terms of a brick and mortar style business. With SaaS, obviously with like the rise of AI and stuff, it's a lot easier to build out SaaS products now. It seems like maybe 2 years ago, like only 4 or 5 people that I knew had a SaaS. Now everybody has a SaaS. But like, I'll tell you the reason why we invested into autoblogging. So autoblogging, it was doing like really good numbers. We felt like we could invest into autoblogging and invest more into the marketing, because again, it like without doing any form of marketing, it was acquiring clients and it was keeping clients, which is a good sign of like a really good SaaS. If any of you guys are looking into investing into SaaS, that's one like key indicator. If that SaaS product isn't investing into marketing and it's somehow getting clients and retaining the clients, then it's a good sign. So we looked at that, and then obviously like the shout out to Vaibhav. I don't know if he is watching. Vaibhav, he is like he's like an Indian, like super intelligent guy. But with like the UK market, they don't like buying from Indian people. Like a lot of Indian SEO agencies, a lot of Indian SaaS owners, they all have that one issue when it comes to selling outside of India, or like maybe even in the UK or even in the US. They just think Indian accent is a scam, right? And it's a shame, but we knew that like, because we've got like the UK or the English faces, like we've got James on board, we've got myself, we have Carl, we have Scott, because we've got like the UK faces, the UK accent, it's a little bit more of a trustworthy brand, so more UK and US businesses would actually invest in it. So that's another tip, that if any of you guys are looking into buying into SaaS products, and like, let's say for example you're located in America, it's a really good SaaS product, but the owner or the marketing strategy is like from like an Indian company, that's another thing to take a look at as well.
Wow, great tips, by the way. And yeah, actually there's a lot of people who's into or who's interested to build SaaS product, same to what you said. And the reason why I ask a lot of questions non-related to SEO, because I want to like learn more from you as well, beside or
that's
behind
good.
SEO. So yeah, and also our viewers right there really want to know more from you as well. So we have 85 viewers from all over my Facebook pages, profile, YouTube channel, LinkedIn. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We have question from this one from Ageless. How do you ensure content relevance over time?
Content relevance over time, is that, do you think that means for like new articles or for link building, or
Yeah, Ageless, can you like elaborate your question, or let's say for example in the content?
so with content, you can't really go wrong if you are comparing your website against like the correct competitors. Now what I mean by that is if, say for example, you're in the local space, right? Like if you were to search lawyers in New York, maybe like out of the top 5 results, 3 of the top 5 would be like directory websites. Now, if you are comparing your business website to a directory site, it's not going to be super relevant articles that you're going to get back. But if you ignore those, like the directory style websites, and you're just picking out the actual, like your local business competitor sites, then you're going to get a lot more like relevant keyword research, a lot more relevant article ideas and stuff, because you're basing it off of what your competitors are doing and not off like what a directory is doing. I'm hoping that's the correct question, or the correct answer to his question, because it was, yeah. Please elaborate if not.
All right. Okay. So we have Marvin. Good evening. Good evening, guys.
Hello.
Marvin, my idols in one frame from the Philippines here. Hi, Marvin. Ageless said yes. Yes, sir. All right.
Oh, okay.
Admin, thank you so much for for navigating and also moderating here. I really want to start with affiliate marketing too, but don't know where to start.
Um, don't start with affiliate. I feel like everybody's been
Why?
hit with
For you, why?
affiliate.
All right.
So I mean, it comes down to what your expertise is, and if you've got previous experience in affiliate, go for it. What I would probably say with affiliate, just before you do go down that journey, is that a lot of affiliates have been hit, and now they're kind of pivoting into other areas where they're potentially even um, doing partnerships with the actual affiliates, where they're essentially like growing out a brand as opposed to an affiliate marketing website. But that being said, in a lot of foreign industries, nobody's been hit. So, I mean, if you're going to go down that route, then definitely. If you're going to go down the UK or the US affiliate marketing route, it's probably like more of a seller's market right now as opposed to a buyer's market. There's not many people buying. There's a lot of people selling. And that ultimately means that if you're looking to build and sell a website right now in the affiliate space, you're probably going to get a lower multiple as opposed to what you would have gotten maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So just bear that in mind.
Okay.
I think that a better strategy right now is to do e-commerce SEO.
E-commerce.
There's a lot of people doing like drop shipping SEO, so they don't even stock the actual product themselves. They're selling somebody else's product. The pros and cons of affiliate versus e-commerce or even like local SEO is that you actually own the actual person that has inquired with the local SEO website, or
Okay.
you actually own the email list with the e-commerce SEO site as well. So if, say, for example, you did launch a new product, you could send out an email blast saying, hey, we've just launched the new Kherk Roldan 556 running shoe, right? So you do have that pro when it comes to e-commerce SEO. With affiliate, you're kind of just a page that you're sending traffic through to another website. Now that being said, there is a lot of, like, for example, there's still a lot of really good affiliate websites that are doing well, but you need to treat it as almost like you're a brand. And again, a lot of people don't like me saying go and build a brand, but it's true. Like, if you're just sitting in a basement somewhere writing blog posts about the best credit cards, and you've not actually even got any of the best credit cards, you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have a Facebook page, you don't have any topical authority, you don't have any brand authority, it's going to be very, very difficult.
True. So, guys, don't start with affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Jervin, thank you for sharing, Sir Kasha, such a wonderful, thoughtful, and insightful message. Your perspective is both refreshing and inspiring. I truly appreciate the depth of your understanding and the clarity with which you express your ideas. Wow. Thank you, Jervin, for this
Thank you.
insightful message. Marvin, wow, thank you, sir. Right, guys. So we still have like 10 minutes for this interview. If you still have questions, just drop it down here. We have coming from Sheena. How do you assess the quality of a backlink, sir?
So, a lot of people look at DR or traffic,
Okay.
and a lot of people understand how to manipulate DR. Not many people know how to manipulate traffic. We do. Like, if you
Cool.
search James Dooley on Ahrefs, you'll see a lot of manipulated keywords. I have told Ahrefs, I don't know if they're going to fix that, but I mean,
Okay.
it is what it is. So what we typically like to do when it comes to link building is we will look at a tool called Link Research Tools. I believe it, like, the cheapest package is maybe 4K. I'm not certain. We're on like a super expensive package because we do a lot of disavows. But that tool actually shows you power, trust, and toxicity levels. And the real like kind of confusing part is every single website on the planet has some
Mhm.
form of toxicity. So what a lot of people do is they will look at their website in SEMrush and they will disavow every single toxic backlink.
Mm.
And they'll think, yes, I've done something right here, and it's not actually the case. You actually need some toxicity. So what we like to do is we'll run all of the links through link research tools. So we'll export from Google Search Console, Ahrefs, SEMrush, Majestic, and we'll also export your competitors as well. Obviously, we don't have Google Search Console to your competitors, but we'll try to get as many data points as we possibly can. We'll run it through link research tools, and we'll figure out what your toxicity thresholds are. So every website has a toxicity threshold. You want to be close to that toxicity threshold as you possibly can, because again, a lot of websites that do very, very well, that's naturally where their toxicity threshold is.
Mm.
And that's where you're going to basically get the most bang for your buck from links. But yeah, if you've not got link research tools, I highly recommend checking them out. They do also have like a free Chrome extension as well, so you can vet out links prior to even building any links to your website using the Chrome extension.
Awesome. And also you're selling links as well, right? If
Yeah.
they are interested, where can they go to buy your links?
Yeah, if you are interested, you can go to searcheroo.com for guest posts and niche edits. If you want like citations, you can obviously check out local SEO sharks as well.
Thank you. So search harrow.com and local SEO sharks. Thank you so much for sharing that thoughtful answer, Kasha. We have Elgin. Sir, can you discuss the impact of brand mention in SEO?
Yeah, it's super important.
Mm.
So what a lot of people do is they will build links, and all they care about is do follow and no follow links. It's
Okay.
natural for websites to just have no links, but just brand mentions. Like if you were to take a look at like IBM, for example, they've
Mm-hmm.
got probably millions, if not billions, of uh, websites either linking to them with do follow or no follow, or just mentioning their brand. Like if you even take a look at the likes of like Elon Musk, for example,
Okay.
um, what you'll typically find is he's mentioned on websites like BBC or CNN, Fox, and not all of those websites actually link back to SpaceX or Tesla or whatever the case may be. Same goes with like it's the case with a lot of celebrities, like even like Andrew Tate, for example. He gets like a lot of brand mentions with his name, and it necessarily doesn't link back to his website. So if you're looking to build a brand, it's definitely important. Just focusing on like high DR publication websites. I know I said before DR doesn't matter, but like let's say Forbes, for example, that's like a
Mm.
high DR, true high DR website. And if you were to go and just get your brand mentioned on that and it doesn't even link to you, that's totally fine because it's natural for websites to have that.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, going back to the rank 100 model, because you also mentioned earlier that you have a rank 100 business. So, what strategies have you employed to scale up for over 650 rank 100 websites?
Yeah, so we use a very similar framework, and basically what that framework is it means that somebody that isn't a web developer, they can do a web developer's task and they can build out
Mm.
websites very quickly.
Okay.
So that's step number one. Like a lot of people think that we use 25 different plugins, and it's not the case. Like I think we have like 3 custom coded plugins that we coded in-house.
Oh,
We have one custom theme that again we coded in-house. It's nowhere like you can't access it on any like the marketplaces, nothing like that.
okay.
But that basically means that we're able to scale that because it's just one SOP. We don't have like an SOP for Elementor and then another SOP for Thrive themes, etc. So we've just got like that one in-house SOP, and then if there's anything that we need to add to that theme or to those plugins, we can do. It just means that when we're delegating tasks, it doesn't require like a super advanced web developer to understand how to build out a website. It's literally just maybe it's probably like 10 minutes worth of work building out a brand new website on that framework.
Wow, that's a lot of websites, like 650.
Yeah.
And how many people like usually do that or involved?
So the in-house team is 14 people, but then every single member of staff underneath them, they have maybe 10 people under, or maybe 5 to 10. Like, so the in-house team, they're like middle managers, and then they have like people that they outsource to. So we might have like a bank of content writers or a bank of link builders,
Mm.
and a bank of like editors and stuff like that. So yeah, it like once you start breaking down the numbers, it turns into like quite a big operation. But in-house, like in the UK, we've only got 14 members of staff.
All right. So you mentioned about the links. So basically, you have this set of links already, or you just still need to outreach, or what's your strategy with that one in link building part? Like you have list of links already there, ready to publish, or you still need to outreach, or you're growing your network.
So it does depend. Like we do a lot of links in a lot of industries. If say for example another law firm came to us and they
Mm.
said we need links for laws, we
Okay.
do already have like a list of like approved law links that we can outreach to or we can like engage with again. So we've got stuff like that, but in some cases, we need to do fresh outreach with like using Pitchbox, for example. Like we had a recent client, and they sell luxury yachts, and we had to do like a bespoke outreach campaign for them. So in some cases,
Mm.
we don't have like a preset list. In some cases, we do. It just comes down to the industry and how difficult it is. Like in finance, for example, there's
Mm.
consistently always more websites to be doing outreach through to. With lawyers, it's again, you can be consistently doing outreach, but the links, because we've got a lot of data to say like we know that these 500 websites will push the needle in law, we can just rehash those links. In some cases, if we got like a seriously big client and they already do have those
Mm.
500, we do fresh outreach as well.
All right. So basically, like, say for example, you mentioned about law industry. So you need to make sure that they have a good budget for that one as well, right?
Yeah.
So, mm, okay, like whatever, what happened if they don't have a budget? What's your solution with that one? Like, my only budget is this amount. I cannot go for more. Like, what are you trying?
Probably don't invest into SEO. Like it
Oh,
is the truth. Like there's a lot of clients that come
mm,
on board, and they, like, for example, if somebody said like I want to rank for New York lawyers, right,
okay.
and they only have a budget of $500, it's probably just not going to work. So we just wouldn't
Mm,
even engage. Like we would say maybe you can do your own outreach, or maybe you can, I don't know, do Facebook ads, something that's a little bit more cost effective. But you do need to, like, with in terms of SEO, you do need to budget for it. Like anything, it's like if somebody said to you like, "Hey, Kherk, can I get like a YouTube sponsorship on your channel? My budget is $2." You would say no, because it's just
oh,
not going to work, right?
that's true.
Um, so it's kind of like that. Luckily, we don't have that many people that come to us with budgets like that.
Mm,
But again, saying that, you could start to potentially do like citations. Like citations, it doesn't cost that much to do that. But again, with like $500 a month worth of SEO budget, you're not going to get far. Like the lawyers that we work with, or like the businesses that we work with, not just in
okay.
law, some of them are e-commerce, for example.
Okay. For
Some of
example.
these guys are spending like 10, 15, 20K a month or just on links. They already have like their in-house content team, and
Mm,
they're just outsourcing the links to us, for example. So yeah, once you start spending that amount of money, like you
Mm,
start to see results a lot quicker.
that's true. So the reason why I also asked that because there are a lot of like SEOs out there who don't know how to value themselves about the rate. Like if the client will say, no, I don't have a budget, and then they just said, okay, but maybe they don't have like a real knowledge in SEO. That's why they don't know how to value themselves about pricing, right?
Yeah. What I would recommend with
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, because I mean, everyone has to start from somewhere, right? If it's like if you're just beginning out in terms of like getting SEO clients,
Mm-hmm.
what the best way to do is reverse engineer it, right? So, for example, if we were to take a look at accountants, right?
Okay.
The In the UK, the average tax return. So, like, if I went to my accountant and said, like, "Hey, I need like a yearly tax return done," it's probably about £300, right?
Okay.
So, what you then need to ask yourself is, okay, am I able to? Or also, what one thing as well is that that's £300 this year. If I was to consistently use the same accountant for like the next 5 years, that's £1,500 I've spent
Mhm.
with that accountant.
Okay.
So once you start to figure out, like, okay, the accountant on average, it is like, let's say, they do a variety of different tasks. Like tax returns, probably the cheapest thing. But if you were to figure out, like, okay, for a tax return, they charge this much. For a company tax return, they might charge, let's say, £1,000. For
Mhm.
payroll services, it might be, let's say, I don't know, £100 a month. You then start to get the average, right? So an accountant might charge, like, do 8 or 9 different services. The average of those services that they can charge per client is, let's say, 800 across all of the services. So
Mhm.
you need to say in the back of your head, am I able to, after, let's say, 4 or 5 months worth of SEO, get them 5 clients consistently every single month from the SEO campaign? If you're confident enough in saying yes, then you
Mhm.
can charge that accountancy firm like 4K. Because
Mhm.
again, what you need to remember is that's like, let's say, 4 clients that they get every single month. That's 4K to them. But then they also reorder the next year. So if it's a company
True.
tax return or if it's my own personal tax return, I'm going to use the same accountant. So there's like a lifetime value of a client to
Yes, sir.
actual companies. Once you start like figuring those numbers out, you're like, right, okay,
Mhm.
well, of course I'm not going to charge an accountant or a law firm $500, because if I get them one client, for in law, for instance, if it's like a
Mhm.
personal injury claim,
Okay.
that one personal injury claim might be like 20K. So it's like, well, charging like a law firm like that, like five
Yeah.
grand a month, that's like a no brainer. If you can get like an injury claim like once a month for them, it's paid
Mhm.
for itself in 10 times.
Yeah. What a great explanation about that. All right. So thank you. Yeah, I have a question about the industry trends and also your insights about like since as you already know, like SEO keep changing the algorithm. We have a lot of updates coming in as well. So what updates or trends these SEO businesses should be aware of right now?
Um, do you know what? Nothing. So, in terms of like SEO, I don't know what your thoughts are on this. Nothing's really changed. Like if we go back like even like 10 years, it was still content and links.
Mm,
Now you just need to be maybe like internally linking to the more important pages. You need to obviously keyword density is kind of like being pushed away, but it's still content and links. And I think that even like from 2 years from now, it'll still be content and links. I might be wrong. We might be living in a chat GBT world in 2 years time, but it's still content and links. The
Definitely.
thing that I would probably like, the one tip that I would give to anybody is that there's a lot of like SEO myths. Like people say you need to do this strategy and you're gonna rank
Yeah.
above the Google logo. And it's like, well, you're really not. Like, just focus
Mm.
on good quality content. And again, people probably don't like hearing me say that. Focus on good quality content and good link building, right? I'm probably sounding like a white hat here, but if you do that at scale, like
Uh-huh.
if you're delegating that, let's say you hire a couple VAs, and
Uh-huh.
you have like really good SOPs, then you're gonna go far in terms of SEO. Like, SEO at the end of the day, it is hyper competitive. So
Mm.
if, say for example, if me and Kherk are competitors, and Kherk is uploading maybe 30 articles a month, and I'm only uploading 15, you're going to see results 2 times quicker than I am, right? I'm going to
Right.
see results in, like, if it takes you 1 year to get to rank for your desired keyword, it's going to take me 2 years to rank for my desired keyword, maybe even longer, because again, you're consistently beating me every single month with the amount of content you're building, with the amount of links you're doing, with the amount of internal linking you're doing. Your technical SEO is going to be better because you're spending more time on your website. So as soon as you get like a good SOP for content writing, a good SOP for keyword research, a good SOP for link building, there's not much to SEO. Like, as much as, like, I've said it before in my own videos as well, it's very much down to go and create a Google Sheet, go and get a load of keywords into it, group those keywords, build those articles, and do some link building, and you're gonna rank. And even if you were to ask me this question in 6 months' time, the answer is probably going to be the same.
The same content
Yeah.
and yeah, actually, yeah, you're right with that, and I agree with that one as well. So basic still works, right? And the
Hmm.
only reason why Google is keep changing their algorithm because we are also doing a lot of like stupid things to harm their to harm Google. So that's also why they have a lot of changes as well. And I also know someone like he said, link is not important. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, it's not important if you want to rank on page 62 of Google.
Oh,
So,
oh.
no,
Yeah,
in all
correct.
seriousness,
Mm,
um, the people that say links aren't important, I actually
mm,
agree with them. And this might be like, what? So say for example, like the people that actually say links aren't important, you need to figure
mm.
out like where do they work. So if, say for example, if IKEA, do you guys have IKEA in Philippines?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have.
So right,
Mm,
perfect, right. So if IKEA hired me as the head SEO, right, of the brand, the last thing I would do is build any more links. I would focus on building out more content, because IKEA is like already like a DR 90 plus website. It's got hundreds of thousands of links. You don't need any more links, right? Go and
true.
focus on good quality content. Be that white
Mm,
hat SEO. Um, if I was the head SEO at Forbes, same again. I wouldn't build any links. If I was the head SEO at Yellow Pages, the directory website in the
mm,
UK, again, I wouldn't build any links to that website because it's like a DR 85, 90 plus website. I would focus on
uh,
content. Whereas for guys like us, that are starting out like a more of a brand new website, I would focus on building links. And the reason for that is, if, say for example, if I started a bedroom furniture website tomorrow
okay.
and I was selling beds, right? I published a page on the top 10 grey beds, right? And if IKEA done the exact same thing, IKEA is probably going to rank number one without doing any form of link building because of the website authority. Whereas I'm going to need to get that authority from somewhere. So I'm going to need to build some links through to my website, whether it's citations, guest posts, niche edits, digital PR. I need that authority from somewhere. It doesn't just magically appear.
Mm. A great explanation about backlinks. So,
Yeah.
all right, about this industries and trends. So, as you know, SEO landscape evolving. So, what's your insight about SEO in the coming years?
SEO in the coming years. I think that with all the algorithm updates, I feel like a lot of people have kind of quit. I don't know if you've seen that yourself, but I feel like on Twitter, a lot of people have just said, right, I'm done. I'm gonna do PPC, or I'm gonna do Facebook ads or whatever.
I saw some
Um,
comments. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Mm,
I feel like it's going to get a lot easier for the people that stick out in SEO, like the people that stay in SEO. Or like I'm kind of looking at it. Obviously, I feel sorry for the people that are quitting, but I'm like in the back of my head, I'm like, right, brilliant. This is going to be way easier now. So yeah, I think that that's going to happen. I think that with Google, you never really know, but they seem to be favoring a lot of like with like the AI overview and stuff. So I can see that Google potentially like enhancing the AI overview with like the next, I don't know, over the next year. I think they've recently released like a beta version to Google Bard and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. We are in a world where things are changing, and yeah, I think with AI, it's probably just going to get better with the quality. Like I don't know about yourself, Kherk, but like maybe like last year, for example, if you were searching best monitors, right? You just knew that the website ranking positions 1, 2, and 3, they've just got the best monitors based off of how much affiliate they're getting.
Yeah.
So hopefully, with the rise of AI and with the rise of Google's quality factor, we don't need to worry about certain things like that. We can actually like search for best running shoes or best monitors or best televisions, and we're not just displayed with the top 10 list of highest to lowest affiliate products.
All right. I'm excited to learn more from you about your topic inside or in the conference. So, yeah, if you do you have the topic already, right, for this conference? Maybe can you share some
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm going to be talking about SEO mindset because I feel like that it's probably going to be like a mixed audience of like potential like business owners. Some people are going to be employed, some people are going to be like freelancers, and they're trying to create their own business. And I think that it's important on understanding, like, first of all, like how to market yourself, um understanding like the strengths and pros of every single category. So like, for example, the pros and cons of being like a freelancer, the pros and cons of owning your own business, the pros and cons of being like an employee. There's pros and cons to each, and I think that it's important for everybody to understand that. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be talking about. I've not
Wow.
got the slides ready just yet. I like to do it like maybe like 2 days before.
you're
So
you're already
yeah,
into, so you really don't need to prepare that ahead like right now. So
yeah,
that's a great topic, by the way. I'm sure you will help a lot of people because I know a lot of friends right now who's really great into SEO, but uh, they don't have any business. Like they are still earning 1,000 US dollar per month, but they are really great. They are doing that for 10 years. I don't have a problem with 1,000 US dollar per month, but you're then again you're doing this for like 10 years already. Why can't you have more from $1,000 per month?
yeah.
And you're really great as well. So yeah, this mindset is very important. We have guests coming from all over the world. We have agency owners, freelancers, e-commerce businesses, IT. So we have a lot of decision makers as well. That is very, I know, very, or your topic is very helpful with our audience right now. And yeah, lastly, what's your advice that you can give to new into SEO or into SEO guys who's doing this for like 5 years or more?
For people that are getting into
Start.
SEO,
Mhm.
I would go and register a domain right now and start testing, because there's a lot of SEO myths. A lot of SEO myths. There's people that have been on stage and they've spread myths. There's people that spread myths online on Twitter, Facebook, and in a lot of the groups and stuff. The best way to learn SEO is to by actually doing, and actually living and breathing. And it's a test website. If you burn that website, if the server sets on fire, if you get
It's your
penalized by
side.
Google, it's a test website.
Yeah.
That's like, big shout out to Kyle Roof. Like that's how he got into, or that's how he built his name basically. He
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember, a few years ago they done a contest for like rhinoplasty
Oh yeah,
in a
yeah.
location,
I hear that. Yeah, I seen that.
and he ended up ranking just with lorem ipsum, like with dummy
Oh,
content, and he just had the
correct.
keywords in the correct places. So if you can test things like that, definitely go ahead and do it. And one thing to bear in mind is like
Mm.
focus on the tests that actually work. Like having a red website as opposed to a blue website, Google can't see that. So focus on the correct tests. A lot of people listen to me saying that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I changed the website from blue to red, and now it's ranking." It's like, no, you probably built more links or something. That's why it's ranking. So do tests with
That's
the guys that are they have been doing SEO for a long period of time, like let's say 4 or 5 years now.
mm,
Don't be afraid to again test new things, because things do change. Like there's a lot of people on Twitter that I see that were good SEOs 5 6 years ago, and they've stuck to their own ways, and they just ignore everybody. They kind of have like their blinkers on, and they're like, nope, I'm not going to test that. Nope, I'm not going to try that method. This is the best method. And it's like, well, you've never tested these 3 other methods, so how do you know that your method's the best? Like, what if you were to do a little bit of link building, or what if you were to implement a little bit of topical authority on your website? Could that not help your website rank higher?
mm.
So yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing, like testing and trying to
Testing.
improve every single day. It's like what you said before, improve 1% a day. After
Mm.
a year, you're going to be up by 300% plus. So
That's true. Yeah. So every time I hear that word testing to the people who I invited here, I can say this person is a real deal. This person
yeah,
is a non-bullshit one, because only few people said that to me. So yeah. So thank you so much for reminding me about testing. No, need to improve time to time about that. So all right. I guess I don't need to spend more time uh here, because yeah, you're a very busy person and you're here for like 1 hour now. So thank you so much for your time spending with us. But yeah, maybe you have something to share, or like discuss, like where can we contact you if we want to buy services from you?
if you want to contact me, you can head over to kasra-.com or
Kasra.com.
LinkedIn as well. Pretty active on there. And then, yeah, you guys will see me at World of Search on the
Wow.
26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th of
Mm.
September.
Awesome. Yeah, you can go guys to kasha-com. You also do consulting, right? I'm
Yeah.
into your website right now. So yeah, I announce it here, guys. So if you're looking for help when it comes to auditing, about consulting, links or speaking, or if you want to learn more about his podcast or YouTube channel as well, right? I'm also following you there. So I seen you're posting daily videos, and I want to I also want to post daily videos as well.
It's
And yeah, it
it's a
keeps me
hard
motivated.
task, man. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I see a lot of efforts from there that you're doing. But yeah, I really appreciate you, because you're doing a lot of things just to help SEO community to stay awakened, to stay learn from your knowledge that you are sharing. And only few people doing that, no. So I want to say thank you for doing that. Appreciate your time as well right now. So yeah, thank you so much, Kasha Dash, for your time today, and I hope to see you on September 26th. Very excited right now, so I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. Excited to
Thank
be
you.
there.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, that's for sure. So I'm excited to meet you as well. When are you going to be here? Like,
So I need to be in Asia in for the 7th.
mhm.
So I'm hosting a mastermind in Chiang Mai,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically I need to go and pick a venue. So I think I'm probably going to fly, maybe either to Philippines and then Chiang Mai, or maybe Chiang Mai, pick out the venue, and then fly out to Philippines. So I think I should probably be there in the Philippines, maybe two, maybe like the 10th or the 14th or something. And then I'm going to explore some of the islands, because I've heard great things about the beaches
Oh,
and stuff. And then I should be
Yeah.
in good shape for the actual conference then.
Yeah, I'll send you the list of those islands that are really great to visit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
perfect.
see you soon. See you soon, Kasha. Thank you so much for your time and also guys for watching. Appreciate your time, guys. Bye bye.
Thanks.